Hello everyone, my name is Webweaver and welcome back to World of Horror. So, on today's episode, I think we're gonna do another normal run. And I think I've been feeling like, bang bang. Now unfortunately Moriko does not have a devil trigger, but she doesn't really need it with her current power levels, but it would be pretty cool though. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do Timeline A, because we still need to get the Innsmouth ending, and there's a couple of other things we have to do on Timeline A. We'll use character perks only, and we'll keep the items random. We'll do, I guess we could make it, I don't know if I want to do Ill-Fated right now. I mean, unfortunately, we don't have Knight Errant, because we have to get Junior Librarian for that, which is really annoying. So I think we will probably just stick with medical history. You know, we're gonna do a classic medical history Kathakatasaru. I feel like that's probably what we should do. So we're just gonna chill at the lighthouse real quick, write down the checks, and then we'll get back to it. So first one, dexterity. Second, enemy. And then, we've got a light source, which actually, as Moriko, we typically do want to get the flashlight because it's +1 perception, followed by the second mystery and then a strength check, which should be pretty easy because we do like to increase our strength as Moriko so that we can get a better brace for impact. Now, listen, I gotta tell you, I have had a little bit of a break from redacted real-life things, and so I've had a lot of free time, more free time than I normally would have, and Loop Hero has ruined my life. Loop Hero is so good. Like, I really can't express it enough. Like, it's one of the, like, depending on if Nirvana comes out this year, and if you're allowed to put DLC on a Game of the Year list, cough, Risk of Rain 2 DLC, cough, I think Loop Hero might already be my Game of the Year. Like, I just can't stop playing it. Like, when's the last time you've played a game where you're like, just one more run, just one more run, and it's like, maybe I should go to bed soon, and you look out the window, the sun's rising, and you're like, crap. Oh, we do have Fear Festival. We could purposely fail it to get Timeline B if we wanted to, or Timeline B. There's mermaids. We're happy to see that. We'll do ramen first. We'll do Freaky Feature first for sure, but, it's just like, Loop Hero has annihilated my life. I made even a much bigger mistake as well. I've started a RimWorld colony as well, so I have like Loop Hero and RimWorld, and both of these games are just like free time. Allow me to introduce myself. Very dangerous. Those two games are very dangerous. Thankfully, I couldn't get into Factorio. I don't know why I did this. We need to get a compass as soon as possible. But thankfully, I tried to get into Factorio, but I got bored playing the tutorials because the tutorials went on for, like, way too long. And so that's a good thing, right? Because I know that Factorio is, like, a god-tier game, but here's the thing. You can't do that to a man, right? Like, you can't be like, okay, so this is book 1. We have a singular book. Let's hope we can get 2 more. You can't do that to a man. You can't give him Loop Hero, Factorio, and RimWorld. That's too much. That's basically saying you want that person to, like, suffer in real life. Like, you introduce Factorio, RimWorld, and Loop Hero to, I mean, I should be careful here because I did indeed, a friend asked me, Loop Hero, why? Go. And I basically just listed all the things that I love about the game. And it's like, I almost hope my friend doesn't start playing the game because it's like, it's so good. Like, it's too good. Oh my god, what an incredible, We didn't fight a single enemy there, but what an incredibly fast, whatchamacallit. Roads closed immediately. You hate to see it. We do have Violent Vigil. I am a little bit concerned about it, but, you know, honestly, if we, you know, we're gonna drink some water. You know, we go in with... I think we can do Violent Vigil. I think we can. Let's do it. It's a little risky, but we are Moriko, so it should be fine. But I mean, I just, like... I can't stop. I can't pry myself away from, I can't pry myself away from Loop Hero, and then you start a RimWorld colony, and it's like, oh god, it's all over. It's all over. But nah, it's really, like, Loop Hero is sadistically, like, okay, here's the thing. Actually, does this get you a book? Darn. Here's the thing, right? Like, it's a malicious game. Oh, crap. We didn't do the ritual, did we? Uh-oh. That is a problem, kind of. We will take this, because we are on we're on Cathakata. Oh, no. What have I done? No, I wanted... I misclicked again. I wanted to see if we could do the, Oh, no. I didn't do that right at all, did I? I mean, here's the thing. It's simple. Anyone can play Loop Hero, alright? Like, even if you're not, like, a huge gamer, I guarantee you can play Loop Hero. That's huge, by the way. Okay, so Sotomaru is the second enemy. Sotomura. Or is it Sotomura? Sotomura? Or is it Sotomura? I don't know. But he's the second enemy. So we're gonna send him to hell. Where he belongs. Yeah, so we'll do... I mean, it's a 95% chance, you know, we're probably fine. We could have thrown something if we really wanted to, but cut down the plant. Oh, we could have also desperation. That's very important to consider as well. But how do I put it? It's like anybody can play Loop Hero. It's a game that you can just decide, like, hey, I'm gonna play Loop Hero, like, right now. Right? Like, it doesn't require a lot of commitment. I don't think, and this is a big complaint that I have with it, I don't think you can save, like, mid-run, which is actually a problem, don't get me wrong, because there are a couple of runs that I did where I had to quit. And here's the thing, technically, you just retreat and you lose, like, you keep 60% of your resources. So it's not like you get punished that hard, but it's still really annoying to be, like, in the middle of a run and be like, all right, I need to turn my computer off, I need to get up and walk away. But I can't do that. You know, I can't do that because there's no save and quit function, so I just have to end the run right now, which is kind of frustrating, but that's literally, like, that's it. Like, there are two complaints that I have with Loop Hero. One, you can't save and quit, so you just have to retreat, and then you keep 60% of your resources, but you lose 40% of them. And then the other problem that I have is that we're gonna do Fear Festival next, so we'll fully heal with Onsen, so let's get Perception again. Is that, like, okay, store is closed, so we can... So you can't, like, save and quit. And then the fact that it only goes up to ×2 speed. I think that it not going up to ×2 speed is a big... I don't think the developers should have done that. I definitely think they should have let you... I definitely think the developers should have let you have, like, a ×4 speed or a ×6 speed. And I also think that gating... time going faster behind a level up, which is so incredibly rare. Like, in all the runs, admittedly, I'm on Chapter 3, alright? I haven't beaten Chapter 3 yet, so I don't know if you level up more often in the later chapters, but I've played, let me do a little alt-tab, just to kind of show you. I got this game, like, I mean, when did it come out? 6 days ago? Let's find out. So Loop Hero, update queued. Oh, good. The developers are threatening to release another update. So, no music. You're not allowed to play music. The game came out 6 days ago, so I played it for 20 hours in 6 days. And, I mean, for me, that's a lot, okay? I've played it a lot over the past 6 days. And so in the 20 hours that I've played, Chapter 3, almost have all of the buildings in the camp, at least the ones that I can... Like, I don't know if you unlock some of them later. Like, there are mystery buildings that you unlock, like, after you get everything already, but I'm only missing 4 buildings? Like, there are some buildings that you can build... Buildings. There are some buildings that you can build multiple times, and for those, I've only built, like, one of them. But as far as unique buildings go, yeah, I built most of them, I would say. At least ones that you can, like, see. I don't know if there are secret ones. But, you know, I've played a decent chunk of the game, although there's 50 achievements, and I've only got how many? There's 50 achievements, and go to your little... I've only got 17. So, admittedly, you know, there's probably still a lot of the game that I haven't seen yet. But, oh yeah, what did we do last? We did Household Hell as the second mystery. Let's write that down, just before I forget. And so, you know, there's, I don't remember what it's called, but there's a building that you get, I'll stop saying that word, I swear, that it's essentially like, I mean, I will definitely take Hermit here. It's essentially like, you can... When you kill enemies, you gain experience, and then after getting like 400 experience points, you then level up, and you can pick one of 3 perks. And some of the perks are absolutely terrible, and some of the perks are stupidly good. And one of the perks that you can unlock by defeating chapter bosses, which is not super easy, until you get the 3rd class, which is, like, stupidly broken in a lot of situations. When you kill a chapter boss, you get, like, a set of perks that you can choose to unlock for the rest of the game. And, like, they'll show up in future runs as sort of, like, available whenever a character levels up. And so, we'll relax a bit again. But one of the unlockable perks that you can get is unfortunate, but that's fine. Actually, you should, if you think you're gonna fail it, you should always do the other one, because you just get a random injury. Because this one, you lose stamina, and then you get hasty aid, which means you can get a random injury. It should probably be like stamina on one side, injury on the other, but instead it's stamina, injury, and injury. And yeah, the injury that you get can be really bad, but it's usually not worse than potentially getting absolutely annihilated. We probably should have threw, by the way, but now we're guaranteed to go. Actually, no, we can, oh no, it locks you out, so we did mess this up just by, pure, muscle memory alone, but, that's fine. We're on timeline A, so we're just gonna click through this. But yeah, like, so one of the unlockable perks that you can get makes time go faster. And I don't like that, because you're basically, one, you're diluting the pool of, like, good perks that you'd really like to see a lot of the time. And then another thing is, you shouldn't have to, this is something that I dislike when games do, you shouldn't have to unlock quality of life, right? Like, the game time going faster is just useful and good for the player, right? And so I think that's a terrible unlock. I mean, I unlocked it because it's convenient and it's slice of life, but I don't think you should have to do that at all. I think that, I definitely think that that's a mistake on the development's part. But no, I mean, I love the strategy in that game, like how you build your world and how you build your card deck, and how the more things you place, the harder the game gets, and just all this crazy stuff. Like, it really is probably one of the most... here's the thing. It's such a simple idea that I think that a lot of people would probably write it off as, like, not very good. Or they might be like, oh, it's an auto-battler where your character just walks around in circles for the entire game? No, you're doing yourself a huge disservice if you think of it like that. Like, truly, I can't begin to explain how amazing this game is. And I want to make videos on it, like, I really do, because I can't stop playing Loop Hero. Like, it's so good. Like, I have not gotten this into a game in a long time. Like, I haven't gotten this into a game since, like, you know, what you're watching right now. You know, because in like, the first week of World of Horror's release, I probably put, like, 20 hours into it, if I recall correctly. Like, no, maybe it was more close to 16. That sounds about right. But, no, like, Loop Hero is fantastic. Like, I can't recommend it enough. And the thing is, it's like, it's a game that doesn't really require a lot of commitment, right? Like, it's a rare game where you're just like, you know, I don't really feel like playing something right now, but, like, you can just throw it on. And it's not a background game. I want to make that perfectly clear. But it's something, it's casual, right? Like, I don't really have to worry about what I want to do here, right? Like, for World of Horror, it's like I'm calculating the meta differences between ramen and mermaids, right? But for something like, you know, for Loop Hero, it's like, you know, no thoughts, head empty, I just want to play something, but I don't know what I want to play. We'll throw on some Loop Hero and then be like, oh my god, I have 75% skeleton quality. You know, or you can be like, oh my god, I have 100% attack speed. This is beautiful. Right? There's just so much fun things you can do in that game, and I can already just imagine all of the cool runs that I want to do, right? Like, I can, like, okay, what do I want to do? I want to do a counter warrior build. I want to do a full crit rogue build. And I want to do my most played class is the third one. And I'm not going to spoil what it is because it's a little bit unconventional as far as classes go. But that's my favorite one by far. And I feel like that I want to play a lot more of it because it's really good. So let's see, we can do, I don't think we can do 20 in one turn. No, we can't. We definitely cannot do 20 in one turn. But here's the thing. We can do 16, but we'd have to throw, I mean, even throwing the sewing kit wouldn't, or even throwing the meat cleaver wouldn't be enough. So I think we'll just brace for impact, go down to 4, and then work with what we've got next round, which is a kill. But, yeah, no, like, I really, really love Loop Hero. Like, I cannot stop thinking about Loop Hero. No thoughts, head full of the looping hero. It's great. Like, it really is good. Like, it's definitely, like, like, unless, okay. Here are the criteria that would have to happen if Loop Hero wasn't my game of the year. The Risk of Rain 2 DLC is amazing, and you would have to categorize DLC as a game for game of the year purposes. Hold on. So this is gonna do 20. Yeah, okay, she's dead. You just have to kind of do a little double take when you're not paying it super attention to the game. But, you know, it's like, the Risk of Rain 2 DLC will have to be so amazing that I consider it a game in its own right. Nirvana would have to release this year. Or World of Horror would have to release this year. Those are the only 3 things that I can think of that are coming out in 2021 that would make me even consider knocking Loop Hero off of the #1 Game of the Year spot, because I'm just... It's beautiful. Like, I just, like... You can't stop me playing Loop Hero. Like, it's so good. And I will sing that game's praises to the ends of the earth, because here's the thing. You watch a video of it, it looks kind of simple. Is like, oh, you know, it's just you're going in circles and you're putting on better gear. No, you don't understand, all right? You don't understand. It is, you're building a world around you. You are, like, I mean, I literally cannot describe it, but you are building the level that you play. You have control over what happens, and you're just thinking to yourself, like, oh boy, I can't wait to, like, do this or that. You know, I can't place this, because if I did, it would cause this enemy to spawn, and my build isn't good at fighting that enemy. Or, you know, I can't do this because it would cause this to happen to change the world, which would invalidate this, and I'm using this currently. It's a feeling of having all of the control that a video game can give you, but also working within the restrictions of an RNG-based roguelite. Like, it's so good. And then, like, just when you're getting, like, here's the thing. The early game, like, before you get the golden cards and you unlock all the classes, I'm gonna say, like, you could probably, if you just do Chapter 1 as the warrior, like, 50 times, you're probably gonna get bored of the game. But when you start, like, leaving runs so that you can bring your resources back to the base, when you start, like, actually, like, stockpiling resources and building up stuff, you know, you're gonna get into a situation where... Let's enter. I want to buy. I wanted to buy the Reason version of this, but we'll buy prescription pills instead and just use them. But we can nail 2 more dolls here. We're trying to get the Innsmouth curse. Now, of course, those 2 things are not the Innsmouth curse. They're very much a detriment to everything that we stand for. But we don't have the dexterity. Well, actually, we do have the dexterity check. Never mind. That's the first thing that's happening. We'll hold on to this, I guess. But, like, for real, I'm, like... I mean, it's just... It's good. Right? Like, I don't think that I can just... Like, I know this entire episode I've just been fanboying about Loop Hero, but... It's really good. Like, it is really good. It's... I can't do it justice, really. Like, thinking I believe in Loop Hero supremacy. But no, for real. It's a great game, and I really want to do a video on it, because it's fun, you know? It's genuinely very enjoyable, and I like it a lot. Oh no, we don't have art knowledge. Feels bad. We're on Cathakatasaru, so we're not really worried about a stamina cadaver, although the downtown area, I believe, does have a stamina cadaver. But we got sewing kit just in case, so it's like, you don't really care that much. We don't have Takahashi, so we don't have to worry about it that much. Okay, so let's look at what we got here. 55% Doom. So we got dexterity check. We have second enemy, light source. Okay, let's get a light source real quick. So we've got a light source. Second enemy, Sotomaru. Second mystery, Household Hell. We've got the strength check and we've got the dexterity check. So if we do have quick thinking, though, so we'd have to level up 2 more times to get it done, which kind of sucks. But theoretically speaking, we'll level up again if we kill the dude, right? So here's what I'm thinking. Because right now we're taking 6 stamina damage, which cannot be allowed to prosper. So we're going to go ahead and use the Occult Diary, because it was the only book that we got in the entire game. We're gonna take the empty bottle because we'll use it as a throwing weapon. It's time to rest. And by that, I think we'll rest twice, because it actually won't be that good. We'll use the sewing kit, because we don't really care about, that. Do we have anything that we could get fixed at the doctor? I mean, pretty much just tiny cuts, but it doesn't do anything. It literally is more annoying than anything else. Nothing else is gonna be bothering us that much. Panic might make this a little tricky, but I think if we just rest one more time, we'll probably be able to kill the boss, and we don't have to worry about Doom. Like, we could have rested up to 10% Doom, but we should be perfectly fine. I'll take the lucky earrings just because we can throw those too. So, prepare ourselves. He's doing 4 damage, but there's no Takahashi, so let's just send him. Let's just send him as much as we humanly can. And then, hold on, can we actually just kill him? Yeah, we can actually just send him to heck with this. It's just that easy. So we didn't level up, but we will. So we're still taking 6 damage from the thing, you know, the thing. So we'll heal real quick. And I mean, we're fine, right? We're gonna take 6 stamina damage, but that's perfectly acceptable. I don't care about that at all. We kind of rolled through this. I mean, when you're playing Moriko, like, what do you really expect? So hey, we kept our pal Hermit throughout the entire game. What do you have to say about this? She smiles faintly. I don't know how we know that, but I mean, Moriko is the most perceptive person on the planet, apparently. But no, it was a great run. It really was. So we're absolutely just fantastic right now. We've absolutely dominated this run, and you know, honestly, I am going to, while this video is rendering, RimWorld is going to be in one monitor, and then I put it down as Household Hell. That's dumb. But you know, RimWorld's gonna be on one monitor, and Loop Hero's probably gonna be on the other, because I'm a hopeless addict to the loop. It's just, you remember that cat meme where it's like the cat standing up on their hind legs, and it's like, please, Father, may I have the loop? May I have loops, Father? It's like, yes, I would like Loop Hero. No thoughts. Head loopin'. I don't know if that's anything weird that I just, like, innocently stumbled into, but yes. We'll do a quick achievement check, but, like, come on, we only have 3 achievements left. We're not gonna stumble on, something evil. We're not gonna stumble on Mira. These are gonna get dedicated videos in the future, but it's kind of like, you know, when we do that, it's like, I just haven't really been in the mood for it, because Mira's really annoying, and then something evil is, like, you ruin a run just to get the achievement, but the achievement requires a lot of setup, and then Junior Librarian is, and I quote, the hardest achievement in video gaming. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. The name's been Webweaver. If you'd like to see Loop Hero videos, you know, leave it in the comments down below. It will give me some inspiration to maybe finally get off my rear and do it. But if you also like Loop Hero, you know, leave your favorite leave your favorite cards in the comments down below. What's your favorite synergy? You know, I actually ignored the farm for a long time, because it's like, I don't need any more rations. I've got a lot of rations already stockpiled, so who needs rations? But it turns out the wheat field is like one of the best cards in the game. And that if you combo 2 wheat fields with like a quartz land, it's like, oh my god, it's incredible. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. The name's Webweaver. I hope you're staying safe out there. And I'll see you on the next episode of World of Horror or Fallout New Vegas on the weekends. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.